Hello and welcome back to RSC Match Day 13. This is Visionary 1. Alongside me, of course, tonight is Wicked. We're bringing you a rival matchup in between Cursed and the Hammerheads. Just to break down how big this game is right now for Cursed, they are sitting in a three-way tie for 9th overall. Playoff implications are abound in this Match Day 13 matchup. If they're able to pull this upset out over the Hammerheads, which right now, first place of their division, they'll be able to put themselves in a much better spot. However, Hammerheads only tied for 5th at 30 and 18, so it's not set in stone just yet. I'm super excited to get into it, Wicked.
Absolutely. This is like a big statement for both of these teams with getting wins here in these 4 games, and it's just both teams. It's like I said, we're coming in crunch time. We're coming to the end of the season. It's crunch time for any of these teams in any tier. So with locking in playoffs, it's definitely important to get as many wins as you can. So we'll see what happens here as we get into these team stats. And you're looking at these team stats, what really points my eye out is the goals for and goals against. You see the Hammerheads with 135 goals for them, so you can tell that they have a really strong offensive-minded kind of team. But even so, with the saves, they have 150 saves on the season, so they're kind of an all-around team, and I'm excited to see what they can produce for us.
The big thing I want to highlight here, look at the shooting percentage difference in between these two teams. Cursed are sitting at about my average shooting percentage across all the years I played RSC. Hammerheads shooting at most of my teammates' shot percentages, and I like to say that the best passes are missed shots, but when you're shooting at a 37% clip, almost 38%, makes your life a whole lot easier than having to worry about those rebounds. As we get into the player stats for both these teams, kind of want to bring those highlights in. For Cursed, obviously, this is a huge match day for them. I'm really excited to kind of see what they can bring to the table. They're in a tie for 9th overall. You see Soda has 33 goals, by far their leading scorer. It looks like MM2, 109 shots, only 27 goals to speak of for it, but also leading the team with assists. It's going to be interesting to see kind of how this plays out when you have Z2K literally shooting at a 42% clip.
Yeah, and also looking at the side of the Hammerheads, you see Z2K with 50 goals on the season thus far, with 117 shots, with a strong shooting percentage of 42%. You can tell that this dude, Viz, is definitely somebody that is really strong on the offensive side, looking for them shots, kind of playing that second, third man, looking for the opportunities to sink the ball in the net. And then you have Big Bad Bullman with the assists. He has 36 assists on the season, so I can kind of see the synergy there between him and Z2K. Him just feeding the balls to Z2K and he just sinking the ball into the net. So really interested to see what both of these teams can do on the offensive side, but even on the defensive side. And ladies and gentlemen, we have all the players, it looks like, in the lobby, and I think we can give them the green light to go and get this game number 1 started.
Yeah, there's no need to wait. There is no need to wait, Wicked. We got them coming to you. You see the stats, but here's the cool thing about Rocket League, guys. Not played on paper. It's played in the lobby. We're there right now. Players are joining up. We're getting ready to bring you game number 1 of Match Day 13. Again, this is the rival tier in between Cursed and the Hammerheads. Wicked, take it away.
Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Kickoff on the side of the... I'm not sure the teams. I lost my track on the teams here. But anyways, the Hammerheads looking to set something up. They're kind of playing on defense here. Z2K rounding the ball over. And right now, both teams are just kind of fighting for who's going to take the opportunity. And BankShark with the opportunity, with that hammerhead of a shark, gets the goal number 1. For the Hammerheads.
We're going to see like a flick there. It's kind of just, I think the defender was kind of expecting a better one. Instead, kind of hits the backflip flick, slows the ball down a bit, and hits it with a changeup as we see a double commit on kickoff that's going to lead directly to a goal. Okay, so we just this is rival, guys, all right? We just re-entered plat strats, and they somehow work.
That's crazy. What a cheat there by Soda, and it works, but it's definitely a high risk, high reward opportunity. But they tie the ball game up, and we're basically restarting back to 0 here at the beginning of the game. It's like we're starting a fresh game over here as this ball is floating over. MM2 gets a touch, and I really don't know. It seems like the Hammerheads want to really force issue here with how strong of an offense that they have. As MM2 denies any offense to happen, as he's looking for a shot, and he puts one on net. Feeds it to GAW. I'm going to call him GAW this series. But what a passing shot there for the side of Cursed, and they take the lead in game number 1.
Golfed. He golfed on that man, bro. He golfed on him. That's what happened right there.
Right, we're gonna call
I
golf.
cannot believe that a big old dunk came out from a Dominus. You typically see the flat cars having issues, not when you hair roll it to the side. Soda has another cheat up here. It's going to be Big Bad Bullman. That's a great intercept right there, but they're not able to beat out the defender. BankShark has to get a touch here, and he is going to, as this is going to be pushed down into the corner once again. But Wicked, something I kind of want to highlight here. Obviously, a little bit faster pace in this game than the previous one. We've moved up to the rival tier, which, if I'm not mistaken, 2-tier jump from the last series that we saw. So you're going to continue. I'm sorry, 3 tiers. Thank you, Prod. I love you, HUD. So we're going to see, of course, that speed come up. The mechanic MM2 coming off the backboard. That creativity is going to be coming out as well, but the counterattack is currently on MM2, going to be able to get it away. And I think I've seen more Domini in this lobby than I've probably ever seen in an entire RSC match.
You call it the Domini. I call it the Dommy Mommy. And Golf, he's there to take that to the corner. Golf, I love it. I wonder if he plays Top Golf on the side, you know, as a hobby, and making that name Golf, as he gets a bump there on Bullman, kind of preventing any offense from happening on the side of Hammerheads. And Curse is doing a really good job of shutting down any offense that the Hammerheads can produce, as MM2 gets a good clear. But that ball is floating dangerously, and Big Bad Bullman says, "No, sir, I'm here to shoot. I'm here to play," and I get a goal, and I tie this game up in game number 1.
It's just one of those unfortunate circumstances where you're so low boost that you have to get the clear. You feel like you have to, but you end up clearing it directly in the center of the field so somebody can take advantage of it. It looked like that shot was potentially going to be out as well, but playing the front box instead of the back post doesn't allow you to really go through and get the angle that you want. So Soda, unfortunately, kind of own goaling that one there. Don't want to beat him up too hard for it, though. It was a lot of pressure that was building for the Hammerheads to end up tying this game up. Golf's going to be able to get this one away. Double commit going to be there, but this one's going to be flicked over the top. Z2K barely able to get a nose on it to get it away. 2:30 remaining currently. Tied up. Basically a fresh game with half of it left to go.
Yeah, and we're seeing a lot more of that offense building up for Cursed. And this might float in, but Z2K says, "Nope, I'm here." And now they're looking to set something up here. And honestly, with this game number 1, I've been seeing a lot more offense on the side of Cursed. They're kind of shutting down any kind of offensive pressure for the Hammerheads with how strong of an offensive team they are this season, especially with them sitting how high of a record they are. They know that they need to get in their face in which they're doing, as this ball's floating up, dangerous, and BankShark says, "No, I'm denying anything to happen." And a clear comes out, and we're going to see if the Hammerheads here can produce something here on offense.
There's an opportunity. MM2 going to be able to shut it down on the front post. Here's the rotation coming through. Low boost, but the touch made by MM2 once again doing everything on the defensive end. But Golf going to go ahead, get demoed here. Flick going to be over the top. Golf going to be able to shoot this one down. Counterattack opportunity. Dead 50-50 directly to the side. Is Golf going to get bumped off of this one? That's a massive bump. This man is just lost in Narnia at this point, as Soda's able to get that one away. MM2 not able to find the touch through the bump, and we're going to continue offense now for the Hammerheads. Actually, I take that back. MM2 going to be there. Not going to be able to secure the dunk, however. Very dangerous opportunity, and a great job by Hammerheads to shut it down.
I'm telling you what, one of these days, out of one of these games, I'm telling you, I'm going to call it. I feel like Curse is going to get a good redirect. The way that they're passing to each other downfield, they're like sending one up early to kind of get that early counterattack. With the Dominus, I mean, the Dominus, you can get pretty good redirects. I mean, my one teammate in Elite, he can get some pretty good redirects, but now we're seeing some pretty strong offense here on the side of the Hammerheads that they're unfortunately not able to develop something. And Soda's here to bang the ball back on the side of the Hammerheads. And MMT2 did not have any boost. Golf trying to get a shot. And now the Hammerheads are playing defense yet again. We're coming under 30 seconds here with a tied game. And I mean, both teams are trying to fight to see who's going to get a game win or maybe set the tone to going into overtime.
Yeah, the tone has really been set, though. The pressure for Hammerheads has been overwhelming so far, as Golf has to rotate back on this one. Shot going to be high. Soda has to bail. BankShark shot on net going to be denied. Once again, who else but Golf at this point on the defensive end? Going to get a huge choke as well. Here's the counterattack opportunity. You have the angle. Golf's going to be able to slot it. 4 seconds to go, and Cursed are going to find themselves a lead.
Golf, you were saying no boost, no problem. I'm slotting that ball in 4 seconds. What a crazy shot there for the side of Cursed. If you're a Cursed fan, you love to see that. And we have 4 seconds left here, and it looks like Cursed is going to take this game number 1 in a great fashion. One thing to point out that you said about the Hammerheads with the offensive pressure that they've been having on Cursed. Cursed has been doing a really good job of maintaining that pressure and working with each other on defense. They're not double committing. They're picking and choosing when to go. They're having somebody cover the backboard, and they're looking for counterattacks of their own and almost getting a couple redirects in this game, Viz.
I did like the passing that I saw out of Cursed. However, you look at the shot totals, it is dead even. We're talking about 7 shots for both teams. That's how close it was. That's why it went to overtime. Look at the saves made. 4 on both sides too. Hammerheads just had one that unfortunately didn't find the back of the net. When we're looking at everything else though, I mean, Cursed did a better job of passing. However, Hammerheads had the majority of the pressure in the possession. So this series can really go either way. Is it going to be the counterattacking style of Cursed to lead them to wins, or is Hammerhead going to be able to adjust to that? Maybe get some frontside demos or some backside demos to really open up the pitch for them.
Definitely. I mean, you guys got to be sharks in the water. You guys, especially with a Hammerhead, you need to hammer these demos, as Viz was saying. And I honestly believe that those Hammerheads can actually take game number 2, but anything can happen. One thing I also noticed is Cursed with the Possessed franchise. I don't know if you noticed their skins on the Dominus, but they're playing with the Jigsaw skin. All of them.
Name is proper and matching skins. That is something. I mean, there was an own goal on their team, so Cursed might be the proper name. We're going to get into game number 2. Obviously, you're seeing the highlights right now. Just a reminder, Cursed ended up winning game number 1, 3-2 in overtime. We're expecting more bangers just like that here in game number 2 as we get the kickoff directly onto MM2. So they is now switched to an Octane. Okay, so they did it for a game and they're like, yeah, I'm ditching the Dominus. I'm good with it. As a little team bump going to come out in the midfield there on the rotation back, going to open up some space. MM2 going to have to jump for this one early. Avoids the demo, and a great redirect there by Soda to put pressure on the BankShark. Do you have the read? The answer is no, but the doink going to be able to get it away. And now we have offense on the other end. Z2K shot going to be denied by Soda. Goes up for this one as well. Able to make one touch. Are you able to get a second is the question. The answer is no. The Wifty going to make this extremely awkward. Bank shot. Double tap attempt denied, and the save somehow by MM2, who's able to get back. This is madness, and we're only 40 seconds in.
I saw Golf on the other side during that offensive onslaught for the Hammerheads. He was kind of sitting AFK in net and took a huge demo. He's just like, you know, I'm here to get demoed, as he puts a shot on net and it gets denied. But I mean, this dude they're going crazy. They're really, like I said, they're kind of bringing in what they brought into game 1. They're dealing with the offensive pressure that they need to deal with, as they're looking to set up some more offense of their own, as Golf gets a good touch and almost gets a follow off the rebound with the save, as there's a big whip that comes out, but big bumps preventing anything to happen with a shot, as that net was open for a good amount of time. But the Hammerheads did a good job of playing defense.
Yep, pinch not going to be found here as Soda looking to get something done. Going to play it off of the corner. The midfield passing that we saw in game number 1 for Curse has not come out just yet. This is going to be just a pot shot on net. Z2K is going to do an easy job of getting that one away. However, MM2 going to be there right now. Air dribble opportunity. Going to get it past one. Burns almost all the boosts that they stole in the corner. It's Big Bad Bullman looking for that midfield pass. There is the shot. Nope. It's going to be a nice little fake there from Big Bad, though, to get this over one. Can you recover? The answer is no. BankShark almost intercepts the clear. And with 3:08 remaining, it's Hammerheads putting on the pressure, but no goal scored just yet.
Well, okay. You just said no goal scored yet, but now we have a goal for Big Bad Bullman himself. And the Hammerheads taking the lead here in game number 2. And Soda just awkward with no boost, sitting front post, unable to make the save. And that offensive onslaught, I mean, something's got to give on that defensive side, and it definitely gave away that time. And now Cursed has to figure out, what are we going to do now with this offense that we can develop on our own too, to see if they can tie this game up.
That's going to be a little bit dangerous here. That's actually going to be some open space. MM2 with a great fake, and 50 going to get that one in, and Cursed answers right back.
What a highlight reel shot there from MM2 with a big fake. Just, oh my gosh, and he bodies them too, telling them to get in the weight room, big fellas. I'm here to win. I'm here to game. And they tie the game up.
I hope they're here to game, because if they're not gaming, I don't know what it is. Z2K coming over the top right now, going to get a nice pass to himself. Big clear coming out. It's going to be golfed on the defensive end. We've seen that so much. And you know what? Just remove him from play. It'll make your life that much easier, because he's been a brick wall so far. It's MM2 going to get a nice first touch, get a little flick as well. There's that midfield passing we were discussing. However, Soda's not able to keep control, so BankShark is at least able to get one here. Big miss, though. MM2 might have a dunk. Golfed coming in, just being a menace to society. That shouldn't be legal, and I don't think it is in 12 states, just flying out of the air getting the demo, but it doesn't lead to anything just yet. MM2 gonna take a pot shot here, and it's gonna be denied by Z2K.
What was also funny about that was golf getting a goal of himself, taking the lead here. But to bring a point, bringing a point here is with that offense that we were just talking about, with golf going up, he was pre-jumping the ball, but he decided, nah, I'm just going to eliminate somebody. But I mean, he gets a goal, and now we have a lead again for Cursed going into this game number 2.
We're going to see what they can do. MM2, not the strongest clear here, but Z2K, unfortunate whiff right there. BankShark's going to be a little bit awkward. Do we have the third in rotation there? It's going to be shot near post. MM2 is actually going to play that one away. Now this is dangerous, though. Z2K going to be chasing this one down. Demo bump attempt coming out. Soda's going to be able to find it. Golf comes in just to try to assist. I'm okay with that double commit there, as the midfield pass going to be there once again. Going to be cut off, but a double commit on the other side. Going to open this up. Z2K shooting that one towards the net. It's going to be denied. Is a double commit? I mean, just all over the place. Offense, defense doesn't matter. We're sending 2 bodies at it. Soda able to get a big dunk here to a ton of open space. Big Bad Bullman, can you get there in time? The answer is yes. Able to get the 50 here as well to keep it in the corner and keep it unscorable for now.
One point I like to make is Curse is doing really good. They're kind of like looking for the 50s that they need to do and looking for each other yet again in this game too. But their 50 game is actually pretty strong. It's a lot stronger than the Hammerheads, believe it or not. As MM2 beats everyone. And I mean, like I said, Curse is doing a good job dealing with that offensive pressure. MM2 just going hunter killer drone mode, hunting somebody down as he gets a good demo to relieve some pressure. Golf gets a big 50, beats 2, beats another one. This ball's floating over, but unable to be scored, as this might be another score. Oh, and a big 50. And we're under 20 seconds, Viz, and we're looking to see maybe another goal, another game won by Cursed.
Potential is there. They've had the pressure, they've had the pace, they've had the resources. Look at the bump attempt coming out as well. Z2K having to cut this one off. We're going to need some heroics here as that gets over to Big Bad Bullman. This is a good opportunity here, but the pass going to be denied in the midfield. Ball still somehow stays up, though. However, nobody with enough boost on the Hammerheads to get through it. And we're going to see, of course, Cursed take a 2-0 lead. And I talked about it before the match started. They are the 9 seed. They're in a 3-way tie. They are on the precipice of playoffs with just 2 match days to go. And you're coming out on stream on fire right now. You're up 2-0 against the Hammerheads, 5th, right? And you're putting yourself in a position to actually get close to them. We're looking at it right now, 25-23 and 30-18. If that's a 4-game swing headed that way, you might be able to put yourself even closer to even jumping the Hammerheads in the future.
Exactly. And, you know, Curse is doing a really good job keeping their composure on both sides of the pitch. You know, they're playing against a pretty strong team out of the Hammerheads, but the one cast that I streamed, it was an elite cast, and it was a #1 elite team, and the team that they played against was a team that was tied for 10th, and they got 3-1 on stream. I'm not saying that's going to happen here, because that might not be the case, but I'm just saying that any strong team, you might be the strongest team ever, but there's a lot of bubble teams that could beat a lot of these top teams.
Not only that, everybody has off days too. I think it's something that you always have to consider. I mean, you're not going to wake up and play your best Rocket League every day. It just kind of one of those things that happens. You never want it to happen on a stream day, right? But it's not like it's something you can control. The things that you can control, that replay we just saw on screen, leaving your net wide open from just, you know, a win in the midfield going into the back of your net. Those are the kind of adjustments that you can actually control. Communicate a little bit more, tighten up those rotations, see what you can do if you're the Hammerheads here to get yourself a game. But Goff looking to touch this one down. It's a great save by Z2K, but the pressure for Curse going to continue right off the kickoff.
What was absolutely funny right after all that kickoff, you saw Goff, he went like cheat up and he went like a million miles an hour. He looked like Lightning McQueen out there going ka-chow for somebody's back boost, which was a big steal. And that's a big 50 there for Bullman. And this might be a goal, and it goes off the post, and MM2, he's just chilling. You know, he's relaxing. He's not doing anything crazy. He's not really worried about this. As Soda gets a good clear. But we're seeing more offense on the side of the Hammerheads as we've been seeing these past 2 games, but they're unable to develop or get anything going for each other. And Curse is just like, they're chilling, you know, they're relaxing, they're playing some good defense, looking for the clears that they need to, and the bumps and the redirects, and they're just playing really good, simple Rocket League.
Really good, simple Rocket League, but you got Soda kind of drifting back right now. Z2K is going to have an opportunity. He places this one up really high. This is going to be very awkward. 2 are going to miss. Actually, a third as well. MM2 was somehow up on that, but this is going to be a great cutoff from Goff. However, Big Bad Bullman should be able to turn on this and retain possession. It'll be a good bump by MM2. However, Z2K looking for the midfield pass. Not going to be able to find it. Instead, hits BankShark. Not going to be able to get the second touch with the limited boost that they have. It's going to remain 0-0. We're almost 2 minutes down as Z2K kind of lofts one up, and I'm really excited to see where this goes. Lowest scoring effort so far. Maybe they can break something open here.
Maybe so, but even with this offensive onslaught pressure that Curse has been putting on this game 3, it's something has to give here on the Hammerheads as MM2 beats 2 defenders. You might look for a double and fakes it. And Goff there, open net, gets the shot and the goal. And Cursed yet again take a lead. Game number 3 with 1-0, 3 minutes and 12 seconds left remaining. And
3:12 left, like you said. Yeah, Cursed just really stepping up right there.
Yeah.
Getting themselves a first goal, giving themselves that breathing room, and we've seen them bleed clock wicked. I think that's something important to note, as 2 bumps are coming out from Soda there, but Big Bad Bullman's going to be there to cut it off in the midfield. Feel like they're just doing a really good job of kind of playing their game, right? I don't feel like Hammerheads have really been able to get their opportunities on offense just yet.
No, definitely. They're still trying to figure out that offensive footing, but it's like you're in game number 3. You got to figure it out at some point, as that almost gets a goal there. That ball's floating over. We might have a goal here, and unfortunately not able to get anything to go through. As Goff there rallying the ball up, looking to clear this ball downfield and set something back up on offense. He gets a good bump, and Soda not able to bring that ball rallied up. MM2 gets a beat over one, looking to maybe get a beat over another. Soda bangs it down, looking for Goff. Gets a redirect and a shot. MM2 maybe there to shoot it. He gets a fake and a 50. Man, if he would have got another fake, that would have been absolutely crazy.
Oh, it certainly would have been wicked. Soda here, nice little double tap, trying to get something done. MM2 fakes it again, gets the bicicleta touch. Good control here by Z2K just to be able to beat out one. Big Bad Bullman doesn't have anything, plays it into his teammate. Z2K, do you have the boost? Tries to slam it home. We harped on how good his shooting percentage was, but that is 3 shots that have been off target so far, as Goff is going to get a dunk, but is going to go into the corner and potentially allow Hammerheads to actually get an opportunity here. However, shut down in the midfield once again by Cursed.
That was the closest that I've seen out of this game that Hammerheads had as an opportunity. And that was actually a really good doink pass too, because it went right into Z2K, but unfortunately he had no boost to be able to shoot that. Soda's going up for a ceiling shot. They're trying to, what is this, free play? Is this like a training pack? What are they doing out here? They're trying to get clips now. As Soda, I mean, MM2 trying to get a crazy redirect off the wall. And MM2 is just there with a shot, and we have the second goal for Cursed with almost coming up on a minute left remaining in game number 3.
And you'll see it right here again. Big Bad Bullman and Z2K both occupying the back post. But the more important part, look at the circles for their boost, both extremely low. You saw Z2K trying to get pads and rotate back. Not able to do it in time. Very dangerous midfield pass. Going to give Curse the lead once again. As Big Bad Bullman tries to chase this down with no boost. Not going to be able to find it. Now, honestly, I've been extremely impressed with Curse so far, and potentially make it 3. No, it's going to be right off the post.
Yeah, I'm definitely very impressed with Cursed indeed. Seems like Direwolf, shout out to her. She knows how to build some pretty good teams. As Goff denies any more offense to come on the side, as even Soda denies that too. And the Hammerheads, I mean, with how strong of an offense that they have all season long, it's like they're struggling to get that offensive footing for each other. They don't know what to do. They don't know how to break apart this Curse that's absolutely poised with each other. They're finding everything that they need to do. As MM2, he gets goal number 2 of game number 3. and we have a 3-0 lead, and it just seems like Curse is going to take this game number 3.
I haven't really seen anything out of Hammerheads to convince me otherwise right now. Only 4 shots on the table. They're getting outshot by double. Cursed has 8 on the board right now. And I mean, we see a fake kickoff coming out as well. MM2 being able to secure boost. Here's an opportunity to get a pass off. I don't know if the angle is actually hittable. The answer is no. MM2 going to fall on that soda with a long shot. It's going to be just off target. But however, you got a ton of time getting that kind of touch. It's a great counter attack right there. MM2 kickstarting it, and soda just in the perfect position. Oh my curse. Did they give their controllers to the big brother for this series?
What a crazy touch by MM2 off the wall. He had a perfect pinch to soda. It was absolutely crazy. I don't know how Hammerheads can break apart this team. They're struggling to find, I mean, as I said before, they're struggling to find that offensive footing. It's like they're kind of confused on what they want to do. But I mean, yet again, Cursed, they're just poised. They're kind of chilling. They're not really folding under pressure as you would think that they would be against a team that's so high tiered as big demos are coming out. And MM2 is just going to rally that open net, and he gets a hat trick here in game number 3.
I mean, just make it 5. Why not at this point? We're not chasing Brazil. We're chasing a big old shutout, and MM2 going to be able to get their 3rd goal of this game number 3. So 3's up for everybody in the chat. I mean, 5-0. Not much more can be said. This is Curse just dominating right now. So they're going to kill the clock here with a fake kickoff once again. I mean, Curse is showing up and showing out. They're playing like their lives are on the line. And I think that's really the big difference that we highlighted. As the number 9 seed, you're just out of the playoff breath. You're tied with 3 other teams. You're going to be fighting for your life every single match day that remains. And they're stepping up to the plate in a huge way tonight. Whereas Hammerheads, you may feel safe as the 5 seed, but a lot can change in 3 match days.
I feel like the Hammerheads here just need to take a deep breath, you know, take this time right now to kind of figure out what they want to do on the offensive side. Kind of pick and choose. I've seen a little bit of confusion on the defensive side for the Hammerheads. I feel like they need to kind of set themselves up more on the defensive side to kind of push the ball forward, and then even looking for each other, communicating to each other who's open for passes and trying to pick apart the poised Curse. I mean, it's just, this team's playing super strong. They're not giving up. They're not letting off the gas pedal. They haven't since game number 1. With a big demanding 5-0 win here in game 3. But it's like, if you're a Hammerhead player, it's like, what are you going to do here? What are you going to do here coming in this game number 4? Can you get a one game off of Cursed, who's looking so good in this series?
I mean, the one thing you have to do is we're seeing a lot of clears kind of not being strong on the side of Hammerheads, and something I love to see, especially teams at this level, kind of start to implement. I'm not expecting them to be perfect at it, but like defensive passing, right? You saw the clip of the last goal right there. I mean, the backboard read was insane, don't get me wrong, but Soda was in a position to receive the pass, and yeah, another kickoff goal. I'm pretty sure we saw this before. I'm getting deja vu from our first match series because Soda just entirely beats out BankShark. You got to flip into it, brother. I don't know what happened, but we're just going to let that one go. Curse is going to get themselves out to a lead once again, and you got to do something about this, Hammerheads. Get yourself on the board. You've been shut out for 5 minutes and 2 seconds, and you've given up 6.
Yeah. One thing that I found really funny was Soda's car skin. He's got, I don't know what that looks like. It looks like a blueberry pie that he's got. Anyway, he's eating. This whole team's eating pretty good right now, as Soda looks like to rally something up. And yet again, we're seeing Cursed on the offensive side, and they're just picking apart this Hammerheads team that's looking super weak right now. They're trying to just break them apart and shut them down, and they're doing a really good job at that. And Soda, I mean, it's just crazy. He has no boost. He's just getting in the face. They're getting in the face of the Hammerheads. They're not letting them try to develop anything. It's absolutely crazy. This might be an opportunity here finally, but that gets denied by Cursed again.
Curse is doing a good job. Oh my gosh.
Oh my god.
I mean, go and get screwed. Golf is here to stay. Look at this pre-flip. No boost. Doesn't care. Throws it on the net. Big Bad Bullman gets caught out of position, throws it into his own net, but that's a 4-stone goal. That has nothing to do with Bull and everything to do with how quality the touch was right there from Golf.
Golf is absolutely peaking in this series. He's doing such a good job getting high quality shots and goals every single time he puts the ball on net. He's just picking and choosing what he needs to do. But let's see if that's a double commit. That might not be something that happens, but BankShark's looking for a demo. And now the Hammerheads have offense here. This might be a double tap. And Z2K, they finally break that cold streak that they've been having going into coming out of game 3. And they finally put a goal up on the board with Z2K with a good double tap off the backboard. And now this game is within 1.
It is within 1. However, that's kind of the point of getting yourself a 2-goal lead. Is Goff here going to get the 50? It's going to be boost grabs all around. Soda's going to be the first one to this ball by a country mile, but Big Bad Bullman now looking for Z2K. Back to Big Bad Bullman. Great touches coming out. Soda gets a decent pinch here, but doesn't have any boost to chase. We're starting to see that defensive passing kind of come out, as that's a great fake. However, second one not going to be, not going to be caught out by that, as that's going to come over the corner. Yeah, we're seeing the defensive passing finally start to come out from Hammerheads. They're starting to use each other. They're looking for each other more in the midfield, and at rival, that's really where that becomes more important. But hello, Goff. Just going to roll that one in. It's like strolling. I'm just walking my dog. I'm chilling. Soda's going to be able to beat out too. And Goff just with a great cut. I mean, that is like taking candy from a baby. That net is wide open.
I'll tell you what, dude, this Goff guy, he's playing clinical Rocket League in these games. He's everywhere. He's saucing people up. He has almost a hat trick here in game 4 as that gets saved away off the post. Big Bad Bullman looking for a shot, and he gets one. What a good air dribble by Big Bad Bullman, as the Hammerheads are finally yet again bringing us between one goal. And there was just a lot of confusion there on the defensive side of Curse, but they're chilling. They're not really worried about it. They're just like, we're just gonna brush this off our shoulders.
All right, Jay-Z, I see you as BankShark up on this one right now. Gonna actually get dunked out. This is gonna be dangerous. Big Bad Bullman there, but this ball is gonna stay down in front. No challenge coming just yet. Is Z2K gonna be able to cut that one off? Not a lot of boost. Gonna go ahead and fake this one out. Soda a little bit awkward here. Double commit, little team bump as well. Z2K pops it over 1. MM2 doesn't have a ton of boost, but a team pinch gonna be able to get this one away, at least for now. Big Bad Bullman off the ceiling, gets the dunk. Gonna go back into the corner where BankShark can receive. Double touch over in the corner, pre-flip, little double commit there. Are you gonna be able to keep the offense? A high touch should allow it, as BankShark already up on this one. Great demo as well, but Goff is gonna be covering the backboard. Great defensive effort once again, and that passing on the defensive end we're seeing on both sides now, as it's a clear backwards over to Big Bad Bullman, who had the air dribble earlier, not able to keep the ball on the hood this time.
Holy crap, what a pop by MM2, and then it gets another pop too. And Goff had to race for that, as there's a big demo that comes out on the midfield. Z2K maybe looking for a flip reset, and he gets it, but unfortunately gets denied by MM2. MM2 saying, no, you're not getting a highlight reel shot, as he goes for a highlight reel hit off the ceiling. Goff looking to deny that. BankShark maybe getting a highlight reel shot himself, leaves it for a teammate, gets denied. And now we're seeing the Hammerheads, I almost said Hammer Sharks, oh my goodness. The Hammerheads are starting to build up this offense, as we've been trying to get them to talk. We've been talking about them needing to get, as that hits off the post, and Goff able to clear this ball away.
Double commit though, gonna open up a lot of space. BankShark gonna be very awkward here. Gets a flick over 1. It's gonna be Big Bad Bullman kind of taking over. Soda gonna turn on this one, not able to get the touch, but Goff misses the wave dash, so they're not going to have immediate pressure on the ball. Big Bad Bullman just going to get a touch, leave it over for BankShark. Look at the smarts, look at the communication. We're starting to see Hammerheads put it together, but they're still chasing 1 goal. You only have a minute left. You got to get something going. Big Bad Bullman shot on net. Talk about getting it going. You tied it up. Now it's a brand new game with 102 left.
Big Bad Bullman, you're coming out in a big way here in this game number 4 for your team. And what a good high quality shot and a good pass there. They're starting to figure out this offense. They're starting to pass more. They're not trying to go for solo plays. They've been trying to do that all series long. And looks like Goff here is trying to maybe get a clip, and he does, and he gets it barred down. And the Curse team are like, yeah, you know what? You can tie this game up, but we're going to answer back with a goal of our own.
Takes 4 seconds, and the problem is just a lack of patience on the defensive end. Yes, you want to challenge early, but you do have someone near that can at least put a body up. You can ride that back post a little bit longer instead of diving in. Instead, you both dive. You both get beat by the man with the air dribble over the top, and that's going to allow Cursed to get another touch as MM2 rotating back. Good midfield pass. It's going to be denied by the defense. Goff just getting bumped way out of the way on this one. BankShark has an opportunity, but he's going to get dunked by Soda, and Cursed has the answer. The humble pie is going to be eaten by Hammerheads if this continues this way.
The pre-flip by Soda with no boost, getting a perfect touch to himself to get a security goal here in game 4 for Cursed. What a shot there by Soda. This whole team is just doing absolutely everything with each other. They're getting goals, they're getting saves, they're working with each other. It's absolutely crazy. Soda up here looking for it off the ceiling. They're playing free play at this point.
I mean, I don't know what the GM of Curse needs to do, but like, you need to buy these kids a trip to Cancun right now and let them go hog wild together, because if they're doing everything together, you better buy them a vacation at this point. They are playing stellar. As Z2K gonna get a little ground pinch here. Goff, just a smart touch to go ahead and kill more time. It might be dangerous. No, everybody rotating back. BankShark doesn't have any boost. Goff just looking to burn time here, and it looks like they've burned enough. It's gonna be Cursed with a huge 4-0 sweep. Just a huge boon to their playoff chances here with only 3 match days to go.
Everybody in chat, I want to see everybody put hashtag brooms out in the chat right now. Let's go. Big sweep on stream, everybody. It's very rare to happen. Cursed with a 5-goal win yet again. And Curse just looked absolutely strong and dominant the whole entire series. It was hard to break them apart. And honestly, if you're in Rival right now and you're watching this series, you need to keep an eye out for Curse, because this team, they make the playoffs, they secure their playoff spot. They're going to be a dangerous team to look at going into playoffs for Rival.
I mean, it's just, we saw a different class of Rocket League being played. Curse were looking for each other in the midfield the entire series. They were able to get defensive passes, to get stronger clears, to relieve pressure in low boost situations. They looked great. And when Hammerheads started doing that, obviously they started clawing their way back here in game number 4. But it was a lot of solo play, a lot of solo effort. And when you're doing that against a team that is willing to pass, that is willing to communicate, and that is rotating defensively well, it's going to be that much more difficult for you to break through. And we just continued to see it happen time and time again. Curse were able to find answers to questions that Hammerhead hadn't even posed yet.
Yeah, it just took so long for the Hammerheads to start developing the offense. They started getting it more in game 4, but I mean, even so, Curse just stayed cool, calm, collected the whole entire series, and that's what ended up leading them to the sweep. But Viz, it's going to be hard to pick a MVP here, but obviously, I mean, we already know what team we're going to pick MVPs out of, so I'm going to let you go first. Who do you think was MVP?
You know what? Everybody kind of had their pop-off moments, but honestly, I think Goff positionally was playing better than anybody on the pitch. We saw him on the defensive end making a lot of goal line stops. We saw those passes kind of kickstart with him. And I think that's kind of the big thing when you're looking at it is Rival, that positioning. If you're able to outposition other teams, the mechanics are going to be baseline almost similar. So if you're able to play that positioning well, if you're able to rotate well, you're going to be able to play faster, and you're going to be able to beat teams that quote unquote should be better than you on paper. I got to give it to Goff.
I have to do the same thing. I'm going to be giving the MVP here to Gotham as well. That man was everywhere you needed him to be, defensively, offensively. He was hitting good, high-quality shots. He was picking and choosing when to shoot the ball, and just everything was working out for him, and even helping his teammates out. That whole entire team was just really good. Honestly, if I was able to pick all 3 of them, I definitely would. So shout out to that Curse team. Shout out to Dire Wolf on that franchise of Possessed. You know, you did a really good job building a Rival team. And like I said earlier, if you're in Rival, watch out for this team, because they're going to definitely be scary going into playoffs.
I mean, they might be scary to go into playoffs, but we can't get ahead of ourselves. We still have, I believe, if I'm not mistaken, because it's been a while since I've been here, I think Rival has 3 weeks left of the season. Everybody else has 2. So still, yeah. So, I mean, we're talking about, I mean, if you do simple math, right? Caster math, 12 games left. So there's still a lot that can go wrong in that time, but they're definitely setting themselves up for success here on match day 13 with 14, 15, and 16 still to go. Wicked. I mean, what an amazing slate of games tonight. Obviously, Clover and Ice not going the way we would really expect. It was a 2-2 in match day 6. It comes out being 3-1 today. You look at Cursed with a sweep over the number 5 seed in the playoffs. Like, we have some banger matchups, and there's even more to come, which is the best part. We got 3 match days left for some tiers in the regular season, 2 in the others. But that means 3 more match days for y'all to see some excellent regular season action before we dive in headfirst into playoffs. So I'm going to give you the final words of the broadcast, Wicked. I just want to shout out HUD for obviously producing tonight. It's always fun being here, and I'm always happy to be back.
Yeah, definitely. I'm going to give shout outs to HUD. I'm going to give shout out to you for being on the desk with me here tonight with these amazing series that we had. And I also want to shout out yet again, as I always do, to the RSC community. You guys are amazing. You always come out showing some support, love, and amazing, just absolutely just love to all these players that play on stream. So shout out to all you guys. We appreciate you guys. It's been real. It's been fun. We hope you guys have a wonderful night, and we'll see you guys in the next one.
Just gonna roll that one in. It's like strolling. I'm just walking my dog. I'm chilling. Soda's gonna be able to beat out two, and Golf just with a great
out of these games. He's everywhere. He's saucing people up. He has almost a hat trick here in game 4 as that gets saved away off the post. Big Bad Bullman looking for a shot, and he gets one. What a good air dribble by
just gonna roll that one in. It's like strolling. I'm just walking my dog. I'm chilling. Soda's gonna be able to beat out two, and Golf just with a great
out of these games. He's everywhere. He's saucing people up. He has almost a hat trick here in game 4 as that gets saved away off the post. Big Bad Bullman looking for a shot, and he gets one. What a good air dribble by